if you have a design like this that you wanted to have color in before you ever started meshing it, I would recommend just coloring in the motif and leaving your background. Your background we can put in as a separate layer that we have all of this over top, but if you're trying to mesh up little background elements, it's probably just going to ruin your day. So how I would do this color is, one nice thing that Procreate does for you, or not Procreate, this is Fresco, does for you, is it looks at the photo that you brought in here, or whatever picture, whatever you've already put in, and it generates a palette for you based off of that. So that's nice. You can also have this up and maybe bring up the opacity just a little bit so you can really see the colors. And then just working on this layer that has your line work on it, you can use the paint tool to choose your color with the eyedropper and then fill the space with your paint tool. So these were not attached. That's why it filled this whole area. I think I'm actually okay with that though. I'll fill that way. Let's see, this one, I think I want more of that color. And then I'm trying to represent the colors that will be in the actual piece, even if I haven't drawn in every little detail. So that's kind of up to you to interpret the simplification. Maybe this one will be green in here. I guess I didn't draw any of the rest of it. I could come in and say, I guess I've decided that I do want this little shape. And then I should be able, oh, it's not going to let me color fill that because I think my line work needs to be the same color. Another option is, if I did want to do something just arduous and fancy, I could select this brush and start on a new layer, and this little symbol right here, you can toggle it off and on. When it has the line going outside the circle, your brush is free to go everywhere. When you have it inside the circle, your brush cannot travel outside of the shape it starts in. So, oh, switched off. Wait, why is it doing this to me? Maybe I have to be on the same layer, actually. I must. Yeah, okay. I have to be on the same layer. This is coloring mode, where you could do it like this. And you can change your colors up and say, oh, okay, I want this here, then this here, but you still can't color outside of it. I wouldn't worry about that too much. I think I am just going to go through and pick out colors and fill my shapes in like that. Especially since some of them I didn't close off nicely. Oh, there's my issue. Okay. I can go back in and fix these. You just need to connect it. Oh, I have to turn that back off a little bit. So now I can go back. I want this blue. Okay, now I can fill it in. All of these, what color? Maybe that. Then I probably want to bring in a lot of the green into the leaves, otherwise I'm not representing my fabric. Whoop, hit the wrong. You can change the color of your lines by just tapping on the line. So if I wanted these lines to be in this like white, I can make them all in that white. If you only want to affect something in one area, you should be able to draw around it and then change just the lines just in that area that you've selected, and just the lines connected to it. So that's another option, and then if I went to turn this off, you know, it would look like this now. I would do any of your coloring before you start doing your mesh on it. Otherwise, there are ways to work around it. We would simply use the coloring tool. But this is going to be much simpler if you just already have it colored. And then you can switch up these colors pretty easily. But you want to make sure that in the end you have everything on one layer that you are copying and taking over here. So this is going to look a little funky, but if I copy this layer now and bring it over, then I paste, still everything works the same. I can still skew everything. I can still pull it around. I can still do the erasing, etc., etc. It's just that eventually I'll want to make sure that I come down and bring my line work to the top. Oh, I have to hit done first. That way it all looks like it's been behind my line work. So that is what we will be doing for the last 30-ish minutes of class.